And as you take a moment to relax, just noticing how deeply comfortable you can become, you may begin to realize the mind is like a garden. Sometimes seeds of doubt and worry, they're planted, but just as easily new seeds can be sown, ones that grow in the fertile soil of your own inner strength and self-worth. Because the truth is, at a deep level, you know you've always been and will always be a good person. It's the very essence of who you are. And you might notice this truth, this core essence. It doesn't depend on the judgments of others, no matter what they may think, no matter what they may say. The love, the respect, the worthiness that you feel, it doesn't come from external forces. It always came from within you. You might notice, as I speak these words, a small part of you is beginning to relax even more, noticing how deep that inner strength can be. It's a strength that's always been there, quietly waiting for you to recognize it. And it's almost like, with each breath that you take, that sense of your own goodness, your own worth, grows even clearer, more vivid, like the sun rising after a long night, gently warming everything in its path. And what if you allowed yourself to fully accept that you, in every moment, you're exactly as you're meant to be? What if the fear of others' judgment simply is dissolved into the past, just as clouds move on from the sky? Because you see, the judgments, the perceptions, those belong to others, not to you. And you're free to define yourself, free to be who you really are, the one who deserves respect, the one who deserves love, from both yourself and others. Now, as you breathe deeply, you may begin to notice a shift within you, like the tiniest of ripples in a calm pond, growing ever so gently until it spreads across every part of your life. And as you begin to recognize how truly worthy you are, you might wonder, what if, just by allowing yourself to feel that goodness, you could have a new perspective on everything? What if every thought that you have about how others might see you starts to fade away, replaced by a new belief that your own love and respect, they're enough? What if, instead of worrying about how others react or think of you, you could simply be in the present moment, secure in your own self-worth, grounded in the truth that your value is unshakable? Can you imagine what that would feel like? To know deep inside that you don't need approval of others to be at peace with who you are. That the love that you seek is already inside you, waiting to be embraced fully. You might even begin to sense that this inner love, this confidence, it only grows stronger, more radiant, as you allow it to expand, until it fills every part of you, until it radiates outward, touching everything that you do. And as you continue to relax, you may notice a very subtle shift in your beliefs, almost like the gears of your own mind slowly turning, adjusting, fine-tuning themselves to a new understanding, a deep knowing that no matter what others may think or feel, your inherent worth can never be questioned, because it's your truth, your identity, and it's always there, even when you're not consciously aware of it. You may realize that as you move forward in life, you no longer have to worry about how others will perceive you. In fact, you may begin to notice how, by releasing these concerns, you actually attract more respect, more love, because it comes from a place of deep, unshakable self-acceptance. And this is a process of aligning with the truth of who you really are. What would it be like, I wonder, if every time you felt fear, you simply reminded yourself that your self-worth is not contingent on anyone else's approval? Just imagine what could happen if you allowed your internal compass to always guide you towards peace, confidence and self-love, no matter what the world outside is doing. Perhaps you might begin to realize that these beliefs are already starting to settle, like a perfect blueprint forming inside your mind, a new set of instructions for your life. And every time you remember that you are a good person, deserving of respect and love, these beliefs get even more solid, more real, and the fear of judgment from others, it becomes less and less significant. Because as you feel into this truth, you can see how small that fear really is in comparison to the vastness of your own potential, your own value. Now you may notice that your mind, like a powerful magnet, begins to naturally attract only thoughts, feelings and experiences that confirm your value, your worth. And these experiences begin to multiply, just as ripples spread across water. With each new moment, the belief in your own goodness deepens, like a well that never runs dry. And the fear of others' judgment, it becomes smaller and smaller, until one day you realize it doesn't even matter anymore. And isn't it interesting how in this very moment, your mind is already working to anchor this deep belief of your worth, like a new skill, one that's becoming second nature. It's almost as if your unconscious mind is effortlessly integrating these truths, these resources, into everything that you think, feel and do. As you continue to live your life, you'll find this sense of self-respect and self-love grows stronger, more automatic, more natural and more empowering every day. Because you see, you've always been worthy, and now you simply notice that your actions, your thoughts and your emotions reflect that. You notice how others respond to you, how their perceptions of you shift, and it all begins to harmonize perfectly with the belief that you are, and always have been, a person deserving of respect, love and deep appreciation. And as this continues to unfold, you may find yourself smiling, knowing deep down that you are exactly who you need to be, and that with every breath you continue to live in alignment with this truth. So as you continue to relax and allow yourself to settle into this space, you may notice that each breath that you take, it allows you to feel even more at ease. And with every inhale, you're gently inviting new thoughts, new beliefs, new perspectives into your mind. Thoughts that are powerful, affirming and aligning perfectly with your true self. Now as your unconscious mind listens closely, it begins to recognize that your value has never been contingent on anyone else's thoughts or opinions. And isn't it fascinating how easily your mind can let go of old patterns, old fears, those tiny voices that said, you had to prove yourself. Instead you realize how effortlessly your worth is established, simply by being who you are. You may start to feel how naturally this shift is taking place. Just as the sun rises without effort, without struggle, your self-worth has always been present, always radiant, always available. And as you sit here, relaxing even more deeply, you might notice the more you accept this truth, the more naturally it becomes a part of you, almost as though your unconscious mind is downloading this belief effortlessly, integrating it into the very fabric of who you are. Because you see, you've always been worthy of respect, love and understanding, both from others and from yourself. These truths, they're as inherent to you as the air that you breathe. And the more you let these words settle into your mind, the more you begin to embody them as a powerful, natural part of your identity, your true self. There's no need to rush this process, because just as seeds are planted in fertile soil, effortlessly over time, your mind is beginning to nurture these beliefs, allowing them to flourish, allowing them to take root. You may even find yourself surprised by how quickly this transformation happens. As if you're in a landscape, it's subtly rearranging, realigning to reflect your true worth. Now notice how your unconscious mind begins to release any fear or anxiety that you may have had about what others think of you. Feel how that fear simply dissolves, melting away like ice on a warm day. The more you allow this fear to melt, the more space opens up inside you, space that's filled with a deep, peaceful knowing. It's almost as if your mind, your heart, your very body understands this truth. You are enough. You've always been enough. You'll always be enough. And as this realization gently expands through your being, you may start to sense just how deeply you trust yourself, how fully you respect yourself, and how easily you allow others to see you for the person you truly are. Isn't it interesting? as you release fear, you begin to feel even more confident, more at ease in your own skin. Like your internal compass, your inner knowing, becomes clearer and clearer, throughout every passing moment, guiding you effortlessly towards experiences that reinforce your sense of worth. They're reinforcing your belief in yourself. And you begin to wonder, what if, from this moment forward, every thought I have about my worth simply reflects the truth of who I am? What if, with each passing day, I naturally gravitate towards situations, people, and experiences that show me just how deserving of respect and love I truly am? And isn't it powerful that your unconscious mind knows just how to release the old, limiting beliefs and effortlessly install new ones? You can feel how this process is happening right now. How the seeds of new beliefs, they're taking root within you, growing and expanding as you continue to relax and allow your mind to absorb these new ways of thinking. And with every exhale, you can notice how you let go of any hesitation, any doubt, any uncertainty. And with every inhale, you're breathing in a deep sense of worthiness, a deep sense of trust, a deep sense of I am enough. And as this belief becomes stronger, it becomes more automatic, more natural. It begins to feel like second nature, just like walking or breathing. You simply are worthy. And isn't it fascinating how your unconscious mind already knows how to make these changes permanent? How it knows without effort how to reframe your old beliefs about judgment, fear, and rejection into beliefs of acceptance, confidence, and love. It's almost as if your mind has natural ability to take what you give it and transform it into something that serves you. Your mind, your body, your emotions, they're working in harmony to reinforce your worth, your goodness, your deservingness of love and respect. And just imagine what would happen if, every time you caught yourself worrying about how others would perceive you, you simply remind yourself, I am a good person. I deserve respect. I'm worthy of love. And as you say these words in your mind, you notice how they land inside you, how they feel so true, so real, so undeniable. As you imagine this, you might begin to notice how that old fear seems so much smaller now, like a distant whisper, almost drowned out by the clarity and the strength of your new belief. And the more you focus on what's true, what's real, the more the fear of judgment fades into the background, until one day you notice it's completely gone. Isn't it curious how easily your unconscious mind can help you to align with your truth, like a finely tuned instrument? Your thoughts and feelings, they begin to resonate with your natural state of self-worth and love. And this becomes the way you naturally operate in the world. This belief becomes your default setting, and you begin to move through your life with confidence, knowing, no matter what others think of you or feel, you're secure in your own value. And now, just as I speak these words, your unconscious mind can effortlessly begin to anchor these beliefs in your day-to-day experiences. Every moment becomes a reminder of your inherent worth, a testament to the truth that you have always been and will always be a person deserving of love, respect, and kindness from both others and yourself. Perhaps as you reflect, you begin to realize how easy it is for you to start letting go of anything that no longer serves you. The old thoughts or patterns that told you otherwise. Instead, you simply know in this moment that your worth, it's never up for debate. It simply is. And the beauty of it is, you don't even need to try. It happens automatically. With each passing day, your thoughts, your actions, and your beliefs, they naturally align with this new empowering truth. And you begin to notice, in subtle but powerful ways, that life reflects back to you the love and respect that you give yourself. Because deep down, you know you're enough. And that is all that matters. So as you allow yourself to relax even more deeply, you may begin to notice that each breath that you take, each gentle moment of awareness, it helps you to become more attuned to the powerful truths that reside deep within you. And as you continue to settle into this space of ease, you might realize that, just like a tree growing in the forest, your worth is something that's always been rooted in who you are, grounded in your being, firm, unwavering, and unshakable. You can begin to sense how natural it is to recognize your self-worth is never depended on anyone else's opinion of you. In fact, as you breathe, you can feel how this truth flows into your mind effortlessly, naturally. And as this truth flows, you might notice the old beliefs, those worries, those doubts, they begin to dissolve like mist in the morning sun, simply melting away, disappearing, leaving space for your inner strength to emerge. Notice how effortlessly your unconscious mind releases old thoughts and patterns that no longer serve you. It's as if each time you breathe, you're allowing new thoughts, new beliefs, and new truths to settle deep within you. And these new beliefs, they're aligning perfectly with the truth of who you are. They align with your inherent worth, your boundless love, and the natural respect that you deserve, simply for being you. And as your unconscious mind continues to absorb these truths, you may begin to realize just how easily these new beliefs begin to take root. Just as seeds, when planted in rich soil, grow and flourish without effort. The more you accept this truth, that you're worthy of respect, love, and appreciation, the more it naturally becomes a part of your identity. It becomes the way that you think, feel, and act automatically, effortlessly. Perhaps you can even notice now that with each breath, you're becoming more and more connected to the truth of who you are. And as you continue to relax, you might become aware that your thoughts are beginning to align with your inner self, naturally shifting towards those beliefs that are most supportive of you, because your worth has always been and will always be rooted deeply within you. And as you allow these thoughts to settle into your mind, you may begin to realize, no matter what others think, no matter what they say, your worth is secure. You're the one who defines your value. And perhaps even more importantly, the more you recognize your inherent worth, the more others begin to reflect that back to you in ways both subtle and obvious. And just imagine, if you will, how easily it is for you to release any concerns or worries about others' judgment. Just imagine what it would feel like to walk through life with absolute confidence in your own worth, unaffected by what others think or say, because as you know now, your worth is simply not up for debate. It's as constant and natural as the sky above you. It simply is. Now you might notice, the more you focus on your worth, the more natural it feels to trust yourself, to love yourself, to feel confident in your own value. You might wonder, how could you ever go back to doubting yourself when this new belief is so clear, so present, so real? It's almost as if you can't even remember what it felt like to doubt your worth, because now you simply know you are enough. And with each passing moment, you begin to notice how much easier it is to step into this belief, because the more you focus on your worth, the more natural it becomes to trust that you deserve respect, love, and kindness. You no longer have to fight for it. You simply are worthy, and that truth, once accepted, creates space for even more love and respect to flow freely to you and from you. Isn't it fascinating how easily your unconscious mind knows exactly how to replace old limiting beliefs with these empowering new truths, almost as though your mind is a natural gardener, tending to the beliefs that nurture and support your growth. And as your inner garden of worth continues to grow, you may start to notice that life around you begins to reflect this truth. You may find yourself surrounded by people who mirror this respect and love back to you. And you'll realize this is simply the natural result of embodying your own worth. And isn't it interesting how the more you trust your own worth, the more you see how others naturally begin to treat you with the same respect, kindness, and love that you've given yourself. You might even notice that as you carry yourself with confidence, others start to mirror that back to you, effortlessly, as if they too recognize the truth that you're worthy. Every moment becomes a gentle reminder that your worth is not something that can be questioned, but simply something that is. And every time you remind yourself of your value, it grows stronger, more vibrant, more present. Almost as if this belief becomes a part of your very being, as natural as breathing, as natural as being you. And now, as you relax even further, you might wonder, what would it be like if every time you felt a doubt or a fear about others' opinions, you could simply smile, knowing that your worth is already secure? Imagine how easy it would be to let go of those old fears, those old worries, and replace them with the truth that you deserve respect, love, and kindness. Can you sense how this truth is becoming more and more a part of you, more and more natural to you? Can you feel how this belief is becoming an automatic part of your daily life, so effortless that you don't have to think about it? It's simply who you are now. It's just the truth. The more you recognize it, the more it expands, the more it integrates into everything that you do. And isn't it wonderful how easily your unconscious mind can now let go of all that fear, all the doubt, and replace it with this deep knowing. You are enough. You've always been enough, and you'll always be enough. Every time you speak those words, I am enough, they resonate deep within you, strengthening your belief, reinforcing it, and making it even more powerful. Your unconscious mind knows this is the truth. And now, as you think about your life, you begin to see it reflected in every way. You notice how this belief, it influences your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions in a way that serve you and uplift you. Now, from this moment forward, it'll be so much easier to move through the world with a quiet confidence that you're worthy of all the love, respect, and kindness that surrounds you. And as you continue to breathe deeply and relax, you may find that this truth, you're enough, becomes an anchor, becomes the foundation upon which everything is built. And the more you live from this place, the more you'll see that this belief is not just something you believe, it's something you know. It's an unshakable truth, a powerful force that moves through every part of your life, shaping your experiences and guiding you towards even more love, even more joy, and even more fulfillment. And so, with each passing moment, you allow this truth to deepen. You allow it to settle within you. You allow it to become the foundation of your life. And from here, anything is possible. You're worthy. You're enough. And so it is.